Hello boys, Jimmy Heston here again, world-class chef Malakis. After my last vlog,
Yeah.
I did the chickens. A few of you guys requested a Jimmy Heston. How do you do the lamb in the Weber? I'm here to tell you right now. First of all, what I like to get for my cut of meat when I'm cooking lamb on the Weber is the shoulders. The reason why, I've got a little bit more fat than the lamb leg, and because it's going to be on the charcoal for 2 hours, don't be too worried about a bit of extra fat. It's going to burn off and it's going to give it flavour. Guys, think Easter and the souffle. This is what I mean. This is what we're going to get tomorrow when I'm going to cook the lamb. What I'll do is I'll slightly trim a little bit of the fat off the lamb. Not too much. As I said, you still want a bit of that flavour content, and I'll have a look if there's any tissue around. I'll pull away the thin slicey silver tissue. But as you can see, I bought this from the meat market. That here, for a family or two, this is a good sized portions here, this lamb. So I'll just slightly trim it and clean it up, and then I'll come back and marinate. I've got a friend from Bargo at work, and he's bought a house at Bargo recently. He's got 2 lemon trees. He's got so many lemons. Look at the juice on these lemons. Have a look at that. There's plenty of seeds in them, but don't let that bother you. But the amount of juice, fresh Bargo Southern Highlands produce. This rosemary from the Greek Orthodox Church in Parramatta. When I pick up Leo from Greek school, I like to pinch a sprig every couple of days. Beautiful. And what I do, when you find a little crevice, throw it in there, mate. Throw it in there. It's not going away anywhere, and it's going to infuse inside the meat. Now, for the garlic, go generous on the garlic. It's going to melt in this meat. Pierce a few holes and put that garlic, you shove it in there as far as it comes. It's not going to fall out, and it's going to become one with the meat. And guys, don't be scared to get in there, in between the crevices, and give it that salt. Don't be too scared to go with the salt. Apologies for those. There you go, guys. I've marinated it. The only thing I forgot to mention, I do like to give a little drizzle of olive oil. It'll just keep it moist while it marinates overnight. Now, that's done. I'm going to cover it with some Glad wrap, put it in the fridge overnight. Tomorrow I'll get the Weber cranked up and we'll go part 2. See you then. Back again. Now, I've taken the meat out of the fridge. It's been marinating overnight. That is looking good. What I want to do is bring it down to room temperature. That's why I like to take it an hour or 2 out. I'm going to throw some vegetables in with the barbecue. What I do is I cut some potatoes. This is a good size. If you can't get them about this size, well, I end up cutting them in half. Plenty of garlic again, a potato, pumpkin. I have a bit of butter, lemon, Italian herbs this time, paprika, salt. I'll marinate them, drizzle a bit of olive oil, and I'll show you what I do with it soon. See you soon. I've just marinated the vegetables, as you can see, similar marinade to the meat. Now what I do is, I'll fill half that pan with water, so till about the halfway mark. This way you're guaranteed that the vegetables are going to cook in the Weber. They're going to become that soft. If you don't put no water, I find that sometimes they won't soften up and they'll still be hardened. You put a halfway full of water and they'll roast very nice. See you soon. Guys, I'm about to put the meat onto the Weber. Listen, before I do that, I just want to show you how much coal I stack up on the Weber. I fill both sides to the brim, as much as it can hold. And the other important factor to remember, that those coals have to be red hot, burning as much as they can before you put the meat on. Once you put the meat on and the lid on, any unlit coals are not going to fire up. So the point that you put the meat onto the Weber needs to be at its peak heat performance. Okay boys, you can see here, darling, if you can zoom in here, you can see I put the tray with the vegetables in the middle of both sets of fire. What I'll do now is I'll grab the meat, and as easy as that, I am going to place it on the barbecue. So you can see there, 2 shoulders with the vegetables is just the right portion. This is a good feed for 2 families. Don't waste that marinade. Look at that. And the benefit of pouring that marinade on the meat